Let's BIM together AutoCAD tip number 7. Useful AutoLisp routines made by me. Here I'm going to talk about 4 different AutoLisp routines that I made, and I have these actually automatically loaded inside of AutoCAD because I use them so often. Okay, so I'll post a download link and you're going to be able to find those 4 routines there. Let me just show you. It will be this right here, 1, 2, 3, and 4. There will also be a README file. They'll have some links with instructions on how to install. Now, if you want to watch a video on how to load an AutoLisp routine or have a bunch of AutoLisp routines load automatically every time you start AutoCAD, just watch my AutoCAD tip number 4. I'll post the link in the YouTube description as well. So that said, let's get to it. Let me just really quick load all my routines. I'm going to go here. I'm going to go to my folder, my Lisps. We're going to take all these guys. We're going to load. There you go. I just loaded them. Now, let's start with the first one. First AutoLisp routine is going to be door dimensions. Let's say I have these doors here. If this was a residential project, the way you would dimension them is, let's say this is a 3.0 by 6.8 door. I would type text, then I would type 3-0 times 6-8. Then let's change this to 9, let's say, just so it's a little smaller. Rotate it. And there, and I would do this for all the doors. Let's say that one's on an angle. I would take this guy here, rotate it to, let's say, a 45. Oops. There you go. And so on and so on. But then this door is a little smaller. Let's see, this door is a 3'6". So let's say 3'6". And I just realized these doors are pretty huge. So this one's probably a 4'0". Door. So that's how I manually would do this. So my AutoLisp routine, let me show you. It adds a command called DRD to AutoCAD, and this is how it works. It kind of works like my room dimension command in the previous tip. You just click the ends of the door and where you want to keep the dimension. So let me demonstrate. DRD, enter. Now you click here, the door start, the door end, and you click, it creates these 2 tags. You click the tag you want to keep, so it's going to be this one. I'm going to do the same thing again. You can hit spacebar to play the last command. Now you do want to go from left to right. So in this scenario, I did this backwards. So I can just quickly erase this, but you figure out pretty quick from using this. So I want to keep this one. Now let's do DRD again, because it orients the text left to right. So now I'm just hitting spacebar to repeat the command. And again, click left. Click right point, and then you click the text note you want to keep, so it deletes the other one, right? As you see, 212 by 6.8, and so on and so on. So much faster than doing it the manual way. So again, the reason I made this because I was very frustrated when I had to dimension a bunch of doors this way on a big project. I made this and made my life a lot easier. So again, you see this right here, it's backwards. We want to do it a different way, so DRD, and there we go. As you see, much faster than doing it the manual way. Now, I also want to show you something really quick. If you want to change right here, as you see, let's say you want to change the text height, you want to make it bigger text, or if you want to change that 6'8", you just have to modify the AutoLisp routine, and this is how you would do that. I like to use a program called Note++, but you can actually just edit these in Notepad. The reason I use Notepad++ is because it highlights the syntax and it makes it easier to modify code. Okay, so we're gonna go here. You see right here, there's a little comment line, text height here. If you change this 9 to, let's say, 4.5, that's how you change the text height. Then if you want to change that 6'8" object, all you do is you basically just find that part. Now here, let me find it out for you. We have, now this is actually my room dimensions, which works a very similar way. So let me go to my door dimensions, which would be a little bit more helpful. There we go, edit with Notepad++. So again, the text height here is set to 6, so you could change that to, let's say, 9 if you wanted to make it bigger text. You would have to change both of these, so just search for text height here and it'll bring you quickly to it. And if you want to change, let's say that 6'8" part, where you do is you just have to find where it is. So it says door height here. This is where that 6'8". So let's say it's a 7'0" door. You just do 7 foot up. Okay. So there we have that. Let's jump to our next AutoLisp routine. The next routine, I'll just quickly go over. It's going to be room dimensions. I showed you in the previous video, but it's just RMDM, and it's also going to be in this download package. So it works the same way. You just type it in, you click corners of the room, and it automatically will dimension the room for you. You just click that third click is where you want to place the tag. So it doesn't have to be a room. It just automatically takes the distance between the first click and the second click and places the tag in the third one. Now the next one I'm going to show you is going to be FindTag. So FindTag is pretty cool, okay? It adds a command called FindTag, but let's say you have lots of tags on your drawing and you don't want to search for them for too long, you can use my command. So let's do that. I'm going to type FindTag. Now the format of this is very easy. Let's say I want to find this tag over here, it's 3-A1. You just type the number of the tag, 3, then you do dash or backslash, excuse me, and then A1. And it will bring you right to it. Now if there was more than one, it will bring you to 2 of them. So let's say I have 1A1 and 1A1. Let's try it again. FindTag 1A1. Hit enter. That's the first one. We can even zoom out, and then you can hit enter again. Brings you to the second one, and you can zoom out. So let's try it again. FindTag, just to prove a point. FindTag 1-A1. 1, 2. There we have it. And let's say we have something like this, because this has more than one parameter in it. That's how all it does. It just searches for 2 parameters that match. So even though this has 4 different parameters, let's say I want to find my interior elevation 3A5. Let's type that in. FindTag 3-A5. There we have it. Okay, so last but not least, BG masks. So BG masks is my last one here. That's going to be in the download package. Let's say I have this white, this hatch over here, and I have this text. And this is M text. If I want to add a wipeout to it, this is the process. You would double click the text, select it, right click, background mask, and then you're going to click use background mask. And that's how you do it. And you can't apply it to more than one text object. You literally manually have to do this for each and every single one. Okay? So, and then same thing, if you want to remove it, you do the same exact thing, background mask, uncheck this box, click here, you want to save the changes. So what the new command that I added with that AutoLisp routine is going to be called BGA and BGR. BGA stands for background mask add, and then BGR, background mask remove. So let me show you. BGA, enter. Now we're gonna click, all we do is just we click our text, M-text objects. So bam, 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 and we probably can even miss it. So you just kind of just go through it, and there you have it. If you want to remove it, just enter BGR, enter, and let's just shoot away. Da-da-da. There we have it. So these are the 4 routines I have automatically loaded inside of my AutoCAD, just because, as you see, they're very one of those that you probably use often, especially if you work on residential jobs with the room tags and the door tags. And the FindTag and the background mask, you would use on every single job pretty much. So there you guys have it. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you on the next AutoCAD tip.